100% Chelsea outside Stamford Bridge, where Chelsea have just beaten Bate Borisov 3-1. It's our third win out of 3 in the Europa League, and Ruben Loftus-Cheek got a hat-trick as well, so that's another thing to celebrate. But this is your player, Reigns. Let's go straight into Reigns' starting goal. Kepa, what are your thoughts on him?
8, definitely an 8. I think, although he was unlucky to concede a goal, I don't necessarily think that was his fault. He made quite a few solid saves because they could have scored earlier in the game.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have deserved it, but I think there was a moment where they played it over the top. I think he was offside, but it was still a great save by Kepa, to be completely honest. He definitely deserves an 8 today. Maybe if he got the clean sheet, which you do have to bump him down you do have to bump him down, but it was without that goal, it's a 10 out of 10 performance, to be honest. He didn't have much to do, but when he was called upon, he delivered.
Yep, fair, I'll agree with you. 8 for Kepa. Let's start off at right back. Zappacosta, he completely bossed that right wing today.
He did. He was actually, I actually like him there in that right back position. I'm not going to say start him in the league, but definitely in the Europa League games, he does his thing back there, and I like it. He's going forward, he's going back. It's not like last season where it's like, oh, you think he's a liability there. He's actually quite reliable there, so I was very happy with his performance today.
Well, do you think he's made a statement with Azpilicueta not perhaps being great over the last couple of games? I'm not going to say that he might be starting on Sunday, but he has made a slight claim today, maybe?
Yes. To be fair, I was actually really thinking that before we actually started doing this. I was thinking that, you know what, Zappacosta in that right back role, he actually does quite well there, and he actually seems to be quite well suited there, probably better than Dave there, to be completely honest. Not defensively, but going forward, I think he's a lot better there. However, Dave's a leader. I don't believe you should take your leaders out of the team. I'm not no passion merchant, whatever, but you need that's the kind of player you need on the pitch. You need him on the pitch.
And defensively, he speaks for himself anyway.
Exactly. Although we suffer going forward when he's there, defensively he completely makes up for it.
I agree. Let's go straight into the centre-backs now. Let's start with our captain, Gary Cahill. Pretty solid performance, to be fair. Showed up whenever he had to. Yeah,
he was there. I think the entire defence was quite well today, so I give him a solid 7. I give him a 7.
I'll give him a 7. Should we go the same for Andreas Christensen as well?
Yeah, definitely. I think, although there was talks about him wanting to leave, this, that, today didn't seem to bother him. He was perfect today, to be completely honest. Nothing wrong.
The entire team. In fact, Emerson.
The
flair. Ooh. That's what stood out today,
really like
the composure.
See, if Alonso didn't sign that contract, I would definitely be wondering, is Sarri going to put him in the lineup? Because you know what? He was a big prospect before he came to Chelsea, and they were talking about being the next big thing in the Serie A in the left back role. So you know what? I was thinking he can go forward. He's quite good going back, not as good as Alonso, but going forward, he's got flair. He links up well with the left central midfielder and Hazard on that left wing. So that he is one to watch. However, that contract really does not make me think that he's going to get into that side anytime soon. Our first 11.
That's fair. Let's go in. Speaking of left midfield, that's Kovacic, isn't it? He completely bossed it today. Completely bossed the midfield.
I mean, Kovacic is always amazing going forward, but I'm actually going to credit him going back today. He was running back and he put in quite a few tackles on them, because there was a period of time in the game they were really trying to hit us with them hard tackles, and Kovacic wasn't having it today. Yeah. I really like that attitude. I feel like going back he was needed there, because I don't think Loftus-Cheek was getting back that much, but we'll get on to Loftus-Cheek in a minute.
The rating?
I'm going to give him a 7. I'm going to 7. There's a lot of 7s today.
All right, next player we're talking about ain't getting a 7. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, hat-trick. Pretty good performance today, to be honest.
You got to give him a 10. You can't give him anything else. I mean, we can bang on about how well he was today, but you know what? Watch all the other videos today. Everyone will talk about him. He was class today. Next player.
One thing that stood out for me today, he'll take a shot.
Yes.
We've needed that from midfield.
We really needed that, because we can't always rely on Hazard to score us a goal. Yeah. Our strikers, they ain't looking like they're going to score us any goals anytime soon. Our right wingers aren't going to.
Midfielders look like they prefer to pass.
Exactly. They seem to control the game a little more, rather than, you know what, let me have a pop.
Yeah.
I like that attitude.
Loftus-Cheek brings something different.
Exactly. So that's why I said personally that he should start on Sunday, but you can watch my video for that.
Little plug there, I rate that. All right, let's go to Cesc Fabregas. Now, a lot of people have been talking about whether he can fit in as a replacement for Jorginho. How do you think he did today?
I think he done what he needed to do.
Yeah.
I like him personally in that Jorginho role. Not the best going back. We know about his legs now. No offense, Fabs. I got love for you, but he's not the same player that he used to be when he's running off the ball. He controls the game very well. He's definitely got the right mindset to be in that position. I don't think anyone else really can perform that role at the club.
Yeah.
Especially so having him as a backup is a very big asset. And I know people will chat about, oh, he can't run this, that. That's not his role. It's not his job to run back. It's his job to control the attack, dictate the play.
And that's the beauty of this formation. It allows the other two midfielders to do that work for him.
Exactly. So he's got that defensive cover there, because although we conceded today, it's not like anyone's going to say that it was Fabregas' fault.
Yeah.
So he done what he needed to do. I'm going to give him a 7 today.
Seven. All right, I think that's us done with the midfielders. Let's go to Willian. I thought Willian did a good job creating. I think the end product lacked at times, but honestly, this was one of his better performances this season.
It definitely was, because with Willian, I find that there are some games where he'll lack end product, and that's just Willian for you. So you know what? I like him on the left hand side. Of course, he'll never replace Hazard there.
Yeah.
But that left hand side when we signed him, that's where he was playing. The left hand side is probably his preferable side. So when he's there, I feel like he puts in a much better shift than when he's on the right hand side, and especially against a side like this, he's not going to let us down. So you know what? I'll give him a 7 today. A 7.
Seven as well. All right, let's go to Pedro. Pedro, don't think had the same impact as Willian, but I thought it was the case if he was always trying to cut in on that left side and have a shot, but Bate kept having a lot of players behind the ball. He had a lot of shots blocked today. More frustrating from him.
It was definitely more frustrating that for him, because they knew that Pedro, personally in my opinion, I feel like Pedro, within our system, I feel like Pedro suits a lot better, because he's better creatively, and he's stringing together the play, because he's got that Barcelona mentality, so he's used to the possession play. So I feel like if I'm in Bate Borisov says, I'm thinking, you know what, leave Willian, because Pedro's more of a threat to us, because he creates a lot more and he can dictate the attack a lot better than Willian can. Yeah. So another 7 today. I can't really fault anyone. It's going to be a lot of 7s today. I know I've said that a few times, but you know.
It's fair. It's your reigns. Let's go to the striker, Olivier Giroud. Now, he dropped deep, helped a lot in terms of getting the ball back from Bate whenever we lost the ball. I do feel like he will be very frustrated when it comes to him in front of goal. He had a lot of chances today. Let's be honest, the Bate goalkeeper did come out for a lot of them, and he did pretty well. But I'm not going to say Giroud had a bad game. I'm going to say, same as Pedro, frustrating
game for him today. I feel like in the first half he was a lot more involved with the play. He came a lot deeper, but in the second half I didn't seem to find him as much. There was a couple of times where Loftus-Cheek was trying to play a pass into him, and you couldn't really. He wasn't there. Loftus-Cheek had the intent, and Giroud just couldn't make it. But that's Giroud. I mean, you can't really play the balls in behind for him. So you know what? I'm gonna give him a 6 today.
I saw us trying to do that a lot, and
it doesn't make sense to him. You know, I say bring him deep and play off him. Because that's whenever we've had games where we've run well and Giroud started, we've played off him. So I didn't really understand what we were trying to do with Giroud up front today. Although I do think he should have started, but we used him wrong today. I feel like we didn't play to his strengths. But I have to give him a 6 today. I don't think he was on form as much as everybody else, but that isn't me slating him in any way, shape or form. That's not me slating him.
All right, come on, let's roll off the subs quickly. Let's start with Victor Moses.
I gotta give him a 6, you know. I don't think he should go as low as a 5, but he wasn't that great coming on today. I thought there was a lot of times he was a little bit selfish at times. He could have made some
decision making again.
Yeah, I feel like with Moses, I've always found that when he's got the time to think, he stumbles. He doesn't do what he needs to do. When he's just free thinking, he's just playing, I feel like that's when he's at his best. So I feel like he's got to be a 6. Good passing, decent passing here and there, but he lost the ball quite a few times, and he could have done better today.
All right, N'Golo Kante, I don't really think he didn't have much to do when he came on. So should we just say 5 and move on?
5, that's it. Yeah.
All right, and let's go to last but certainly not least, Callum Hudson-Odoi. He came on and he showed energy.
I mean, we're 3-0 up and he comes on, and he's playing that we're 1-0 down. I feel like there were times where the players weren't really seeming to pass to him. I think after about 5 minutes he was on the pitch, he wasn't receiving the ball as much as he wanted to. You could see that he was a little bit frustrated here and there, but I feel like they didn't want to risk the game by giving the ball to him too much, and he's losing the ball the time, which is understandable because he's still young. But he came on, great driving with the ball, great dribbling, he's spinning up there right back. Like they didn't know what to do with him today. They were trying to put in the hard tackles because there was no way they were stopping him today. I got to give him a 7, you know. I have to give him a 7 because when he came on, you felt the difference big time. And you felt the difference in the atmosphere. Of course, I'm not going to rate him off the atmosphere, but he done what he needed to do today, and he got a lot of eyes today. He caught Sarri's eyes, caught the fans' eyes, of course, and other people like, you know, rival clubs, whatever, thinking, oh, let's watch Chelsea Europa League. Oh, who's this youth coming off the bench? And he's doing his thing. So you know what? Although it's slow steps, and we do want to see him start games, slow but steady. he's coming. Like, he's slowly coming. I mean, hopefully soon we'll see him reaching the bigger game, not big games, but you know, getting starts and things like that, because he's a top player. He's going to be a top player, and if he doesn't do it here, he's going to do it somewhere else.
All right, well, guys, this is your player ratings for Chelsea 3, Bate Borisov 1. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of the ratings. Let us know down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe to 100% Chelsea. All social media links will be down in the description below. Don't forget to check out Cameron's YouTube channel, which will be coming very soon.
Very soon, hopefully providing Chelsea content, FIFA content. That's all I'm about. If you know me, I bang out FIFA and that, so I might as well make some content based off it. So.
All right, well, guys, we'll let you know when his YouTube channel's ready. We'll put it on our socials. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel as well, Carefree Lewis G. Don't forget to like and subscribe to 100% Chelsea again. We'll see you guys on Sunday for Burnley v Chelsea, where let's hope we get another win on the boards. Up the Chelsea.